Hey guys, it's Verna here. Another Tuesday, another Vault video. This is we're within Season 3, Week 10. And let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Not a whole lot to say. We did less keys than last week because we were kind of bored. Messed around on Legion Remix a little bit, which did release. As expected, it is decently buggy, but lots of new stuff, cosmetics, mounts, etc. So if you're interested in Legion stuff, definitely give it a look. I think it's got like about 3 months left. It's like 100 days-ish timeline, so you've got a little bit of time. And Blizzard traditionally buffs acquisition rates by the end of the events, so I would assume the last month, maybe month and a half, you probably get more bronze. I got to like level 40 something and had over 100,000, so it comes pretty quickly. And as a result of playing that and just doing some other stuff, including raid, we did not do too many keys, so we'll go ahead and just get started knocking them out. Most of these characters are only going to have one. The Paladin, regrettably, did 0, but we've kind of abandoned that character. I think he's dead to us. So, Evoker 1 key, 1 myth slot. I guess we're just hoping for helm, shoulders, legs, kind of it. I guess a really sick ring would be okay, but we don't care that much. Ooh. Okay, I wasn't expecting the neck. It is a direct upgrade over the neck we have. Obviously, we'll take it. It saves us having to craft something later. Crit haste, very good for dev. I think we would prefer if it was more haste heavy, but it's a solid neck. Can't complain. You know, we're sitting at like 713, so this character's a little bit behind in terms of turbo boost. I think crests are still capped. Most people are around 720-ish if you've been doing a lot of mythic stuff. I think most of my alts are probably in like the 712 to 715 range. Next we have the Priest. Again, 1 dungeon, 1 myth slot. I think the Priest is like 715. Oh, but with Turbo Boost, it does make it easier to get a character to 720, which unlocks the Gilded achievement, which then means if you have a max item level slot, like let's say you have, a 730 chest, and you have a character that's 720, all subsequent characters will also receive a crest discount. It's 10 crests per upgrade instead of 15, so it's pretty significant. So if you can somehow bank crests and get one character to 720, might be worth saving them. Priest, we did 1. What do we even care about before we open this? I guess helm or shoulders, kind of it. We'll upgrade our weapon later this week. Weapons now go to 727. Ooh, a belt. Question. I think the belts did get nerfed, and with the item level going up to 730, I think it's worth swapping out the belt once you can get a mythic one. Let me just look again. Yeah, it looks like Shadow is the only one keeping it for like an extended period, and they replace it at like 720. So I guess we'll take this belt. The stats aren't particularly good, but maybe we can catalyze it into something, and it'll be a way for us to replace this Delve belt, this cursed Delve belt we've had for fucking months. I am curious what it'll catalyze into. Let's go give it a look. Haste Mastery or Crit Mastery would be pretty cool. Mastery Crit. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely take that. In fact, I kind of want to catalyze it now. Is that stupid? Maybe I'll leave it. Maybe I'll have to sim the stats, but I mean, that's okay. Can't say I'm excited to get a belt, but it is more than nothing. Okay, the next 3 characters are the ones we've been kind of focusing on since we've effectively swapped to ranged DPS. Shaman is like the backup. I don't foresee us playing it unless Ellie is super overpowered. Ellie is very good right now, but we already have 2 elemental shamans. We have an alt and a trial. And you kind of need 2 warlocks for a lot of fights, so that's why I'm primarily on the warlock. Shaman 715. We did 4 dungeons and some delve, so if we somehow whiff, we can take a socket, which will be nice. I think last week we took pants. We've got pretty good Weapon, our offhand with embellishment at 727, two tier pieces at 730. We did manage to get the Lily from Ecodome, which is very nice for Elemental. So I guess we would love to see a Myth Lily or a chest. Barring that, it kind of depends. Obviously, we'll open as Elemental. No need to open as Enhanced. We're probably not playing Enhanced this season. And there is a chest. That is perfect. And the meme trinket. This is sim bait. Don't ever take this. I don't know why sims have this so highly. Every Discord has this bait. Definitely taking the chest. Do we have a catalyst charge? We do. Okay, perfect. That's perfect. We actually already have 4-piece, so crit mastery going to haste verse. Crit mastery is probably better. This might be worth a sim. We'll go ahead and equip it now. 715.19. Obviously saving the Warlock for last because that's the character we're maining and putting a lot of work into. Mage, I think we just did one key. Feeling kind of lazy on the mage. I think the Warlock will be done this week, so we'll be able to focus more on the mage and shaman. I did get my... Funnily enough, my Warlock was the first character to crest cap Gilded's. My Paladin is running behind, and my Warlock actually capped all his at 810. My Paladin was close at 800. So, the newest character was the one who was crest capped first. Anyway, last week we got a Myth Antenna, which is pretty sweet. We're still missing a couple of pieces. We obviously need to upgrade all of our crafted items. I think we're short on Gilded, so we will have to farm eventually, but yeah, it looks like crests are still capped for now. That's so dumb that it's staggered. They should just unlock all crests and just let you go wild. It's Turbo Boost. Hall of Fame is closed. Who cares, man? Anyway, one dungeon slot. I guess gloves. Gloves would be huge. Or a Myth Parapodia. Both our casters need Myth Parapodias from Ecodome. No, man, not the Meryldar's Toll. I've seen this on every caster. I mean, it'll save us 10 crests, or do we... Honestly, I think we just start working towards a socket. Surely, once we have the bigger vaults, we won't whiff, but on these one-offs, you have a decently high chance to whiff. That sucks. Okay, into Warlock. We did, I think, 4 bosses in Heroic, so we'll have 2 Heroic slots. We did that exclusively for the Soul Hunter boots because we don't have any. It is a pretty large DPS increase to go from no boots to Heroic boots, so we obviously need those for Dimensius. We are in on Mythic Dimensius prog. We got him down to like 30-something%, so I would expect to kill this week. I would love to see... weird to say, but I would love to see the Heroic boots. And then we obviously maxed our dungeons, so 3 Myth Dungeon slots. If we can't get the Soul Hunter boots, Myth Parapodia would be solid, Myth Helm would be solid, Myth Gloves or Legs would be pretty good as well. We upgraded a lot of our stuff. I think we're sitting on Crest right now, so we might be crafting something before Raid. Kind of depends what all we can get done. Let's just see what we get. Honestly, I think I would take the boots just to have the boot slot done and not worry about it till Mythic. Ah, we didn't get it. No, these are not the boots you want. Come on, man. Haste Mastery Ring. That's kind of interesting. I just crafted away from crit, so it'd be very ironic to lose a 6k crit ring and have to recraft towards crit. Which, honestly, what might be the case here. Weapon. No, that's our embellishment, so we're not crafting a two-handed. If it was a one-hander, I might take it. I mean, Ritual Forge is interesting. I think I do want this eventually. But I don't want a heroic one. I want a mythic one. I think if I can't get a mythic one, which I'll be able to once we start going back to farm again, I think the hero Parapodia just beats it. What spec is playing it? Affliction, I think? And I'm playing Affliction on 0 fights right now? Yeah, Affliction's playing it. And it's good for Affliction, but at that point, I will just either wait for Turbo Boost to unlock the dinars, because I will be able to buy it, or I'll get it from farm, because we'll presumably be farming the raid next week after we kill Dimensius. So I really don't want to take a hero one. I guess the question is, do I want a socket? I already have a socket in my bags. Or do we take the ring? I actually think the ring is probably our best bet. It's not like amazing right now. We like just recrafted away from Haste Mastery and potentially have to craft back over. Ugh, that's so lackluster. But I don't want to take a second socket. I mean, it's between a socket or a ring. Honestly, I guess I'll hold off and I'll sim it. Because this character needs to care about DPS just for tonight, so we will not take it. Presumably what will happen is we'll take the ring, we'll recraft a bunch of stuff. The plan was to craft a belt in place of the Delve belt, put our embellishment there because we have Myth Bracers, so we can upgrade Bracers to 730. We can have a 727 belt with our Writhing Armor banding on it and our preferred stats, because I think the Delve belt is not quite as good anymore. And then if we have leftover crests, I guess we would use them to craft, or to bump the ring up. Not a whole lot else. Man, we really wanted to get those boots. I guess we'll have to run Heroic again this week. Anyway, feel free to come check us out, twitch.tv/Veronyx, Veronyx. We'll be doing Mythic Dimensius Prog. Beyond that, we might stream some keys. Kind of depends. Seems to be like an easy week for us. Hopefully we can kill Dimensius, and then next week on to farm. So, hope you had some good luck in your vaults, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.